My name is Sheikh Hassan, and I am a student with Qari, taught by Sheikh Rashid. And I've been a student for about 15 months, and I'm also a working professional, and I've currently memorized 7 juz. I began with Qari in 2017, and before that there was no Quran program in South Jersey. And I also didn't believe that I could memorize 7 juz. This is almost a miracle for me, personally.
My name is Imran Duka. I've been in Qadi since August of 2017. When I first joined, I had 3 juz, but like I said, even those were pretty shaky and I had to rememorize them. So now I have 18 juz memorized.
My experience with the Qari program as a student and as a parent has been very good. So the program is there for that reason, and I think that was the biggest benefit of the program, is that you actually take the first step, and Imam Rashid is the captain of the ship, and even though you're going to be going through a long journey, and it's a difficult journey, but you know that the captain is there and he's steering the ship, and he's giving you the guidance and the experience, and he's helping you along the way.
I think Qadi, it's brought a lot of benefit to my life.
So alhamdulillah, myself, I benefited a lot from the program, and as well as my son, Obeda. And I think also for that reason, another benefit is that kids see their peers and their friends, and new peers that are going to become their friends. And that's another huge benefit of the program, is that kids can interact with other kids doing beneficial things, such as studying the Quran, reading the Quran. So the program is key for that reason also.
One thing about Sheikh Rashid is that he is very dedicated about teaching the Quran.
I think the thing that mostly separates Qadi is the emphasis that Qadi puts on in reviewing rather than memorizing, and also the emphasis that they put on tajweed. I know a lot of programs, they focus on memorizing a lot in a short period of time, but then at the end of it, the memorization isn't really that strong, so they have to essentially re-memorize everything they just memorized. So they basically have to put in extra time for no reason because they didn't review while they were memorizing. But here at Qadi, there's extra emphasis on reviewing while memorizing.
So if you are considering to enter your kids into the Qadi program, this is what they will receive. A dedicated teacher, someone who will increase the love of Quran in the heart of the students. This is not something that can be found in any other Hifz program.
The difference with Qadi is that it's for everybody. It's not just for children. It's not just for a specific group of people. It's for working professionals. It's for children. It's for old people, young people. It doesn't really matter.
Imam Rashid has been pivotal as a coach and as a teacher.
So please support this institution. Please support spreading the message of the Quran, spreading its understanding, because this is actually what changes societies. You can read history, you can look at the past, and you know that this is true.
So what I think separates Qadi from other programs is, even though Qadi is a part-time program, you're not here 8 hours a day, and you come here only a few days a week. Some people only once a week, some twice, some 5 times a week. I think the thing that mostly separates Qadi is the emphasis that Qadi puts on in reviewing rather than memorizing.
One thing that really stood out was the dedication of the teacher and how much he increased the love for the Quran in your heart.
I started memorizing the Quran with a friend who inspired me to memorize the Quran. And for about half a year, I memorized 1 juz. Yes, just 1 juz in half a year. And I knew that I was doing something wrong. The problem was that my revision was also pretty bad. So even though I memorized 1 juz, I couldn't recite it fluently. Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, my 7 juz that I have now, I can possibly lead the Taraweeh prayer, and my revision is very strong, even though I don't need to go into a cave to memorize and to review over and over again to lead the Taraweeh prayer. And this is particularly because of the Qari program. Its special techniques, the charisma of its teacher, and many other things which keep the students motivated and also give them the skill of memorization.
Before I started, and I think many people will share the same opinion, is that people are motivated to memorize and they have a wish or a dream to do so, but the Qari program really put that dream within reach, and it helped set up a program or a regimen for me and for my son Obeda to pursue that at our own pace. And that's really the best thing I would say, is that it's semi-regimented. You can set your own goal and your own pace, and it's nice to see students at all different levels, people that are just learning how to read, people that are improving their recitation, people that are memorizing 1 juz, 3 juz, the whole Quran at different paces.
Before Qari, I thought memorization was something that was only for small children. Their memories were, very strong, or it was only for very smart people. I'm sorry to say that I'm neither smart nor am I a child, yet my memory, alhamdulillah, I've been able to memorize 7 juz. From when I was very little, my memory was not very good. Even in school, my memory was not very good. The Qari program has taught me that memorization is actually a skill. It can be taught. And this is exactly what the Qari program does. There are special techniques and special skills that Sheikh Rashid teaches us to make the most of memorizing the Quran. I am able to memorize 7 juz, even though I'm a working professional that works 9 to 5, and also dealing with my family, and also volunteering in my community. So I'm a very, very busy person, but alhamdulillah, I've been able to memorize 7 juz. And it's just going to, the number of juzes are just going to keep increasing as the days go on.
So when I first joined, I barely knew how to read. I remember during the interview, I struggled to read Surah Fat. And now I can say that I can fluently read any page with proper tajweed. So the environment at Qadi, I would describe it as, I would just first say it's a great environment. You're surrounded with people that are involving themselves in the memorization of the Quran. So the friends that you make at Qadi, you know that they're going to be friends that you want to cherish forever and keep them as friends for the rest of your life.